Okay, you already played the music.
Hi guys, welcome to the Diana Falzone Show on Paltalk every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today, I really want to let you know about some very exciting things happening. But first, a little introduction about who I am, what this show is about, and how you can participate. My name is Diana. I'm a national radio host for Maxim Radio on Sirius Satellite. I do my show 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. EST, Monday through Friday, and we talk about all kinds of fun things. I'm the only female host on the channel, so it kind of makes things very interesting to always get the male perspective. So I think I'm becoming a little bit of an expert on knowing exactly what men want, and I would love to hear your takes on things as well, men and women out there. Here, though, on the Diana Falzone Show, we primarily focus on dating and relationships. And I like to take a very active approach in things where I don't depend necessarily on just guests to help me out. And we've had some great ones, relationship experts, therapists, matchmakers, celebrities, that really here today, I want you guys to help me, help you, and vice versa. I want to hear your stories about dating. I want to hear your stories about relationships, what went wrong, what went right, and how you and I can help each other. Well, for those of you who don't know also, I am a relationship expert. I go on a lot of different TV shows, such as Fuse TV, which is really big in Canada and the United States, as well as Fox News on Red Eye, and I talk about what's going on in the world. Well, today, we have a very special event happening tomorrow, and Paltalk is doing something that I think is amazing. We will be broadcasting live all day tomorrow from Fort Hood, Texas. And for those of you who are not familiar with Fort Hood is the largest military base in all of the United States. We're doing a huge welcome home event for the troops. A lot of the guys that have been overseas in Afghanistan and Iraq for about 18 months, more or less. And they're going to be coming home, and we're expecting a turnout of about 50 to 80,000 people. We've got 15 different musical acts, including B.B. Winans, C.C. Winans, and for those of you who don't know who they are, they're one of the biggest gospel Christian musical acts on this side of the planet. C.C. Winans actually did a great duet a few years ago with Whitney Houston, so she's one of my personal favorites, and I'm really excited to see her perform. So not only are you going to get a VIP pass to this event and seeing all the troops, I mean, this is not for civilians. This is only for military friends and family. So for us to be invited is huge. So I'm going to be hosting the event along with Lou Dossett Jr. from An Officer and a Gentleman, who is also an Oscar nominee. So pretty exciting stuff, along with Meadow Sanaz, actually, correct myself. Meadow Sanaz, you can check her out on MySpace, really cool golf chick, big celebrity in the MySpace world, so check her out as well. And also Jack and Trippin' Dawn Hammer. They're big radio personalities in Texas, so with all of us combined, we're going to be giving you musical acts from country, contemporary jazz, R&B, Christian, all to you tomorrow live. So make sure by 12 noon EST, you guys are here watching what's going on in Texas. I swear to you, it's going to be a fun time. All right. Well, let's get right into today, as I bang the table rather hardly. Today I want to talk about surviving bad dates. I've been on a few, I'm sure you have too. I would love to hear about your bad dates, the worst stories, and how you survive them. You know, and here's the deal. You guys write me all the time during the show, and I would love to type away and write you back and answer your questions that way, but it is difficult to talk and type, just like for some of us it's difficult to chew gum and walk. Well, maybe not the same. But the truth is that I would love to be able to do that, but it's very difficult for me. So if you do have a mic, I encourage you strongly, raise those hands and ask your questions on a mic. I want to hear your beautiful, sultry voices. I do. I want to get to know you up close and personal. So please do that. Gary is screening the calls. Everyone loves Gary because he rocks. Also, if you don't have a mic, don't fret. That doesn't mean that we have to be disconnected to one another. You also have the opportunity to type in your questions. Gary will write them to me, and I can answer them directly, and we can have a conversation. So in order for this to be really productive and cool, I want to hear from you. That's what Paltalk's all about. It's about interaction. So tonight, we are talking about, or today, I'm so used to doing night shows, for today we're talking about how to survive a bad date. And before we even start the topic, we have a caller from Ohio. Hey Chris, what's up? What's happening?
Hi, how you doing?
Great, how are you?
Well, my question is about the relationship ordeal. You know, when people live together for so long, it seems like they grow apart. And I don't mean like to say in sexual manners, but they become best friends.
Yeah.
What is your take on that? And is that like normal?
Chris, that's a great question, and thank you so much for calling in with that. Love goes through stages. When you first meet someone, there's the infatuation period. We're very familiar with that. It's kind of like that high school puppy love where your hormones are just raging, the pheromones are getting flown back and forth. That kind of love is the most exciting time. You don't really know the person, but there is something called chemistry that makes you really connected to someone. It's really romantic. It's the most passionate time in your relationship. But it's also when you don't really know that person. Over time, relationships become